What's up, everybody? It's your boy Todrick. Thank you so much for coming back to yet another week of Dance Moms Recap. This week, I have one of the most special guests I've ever had on this show. She is literally one of my best friends from Texas. We've known each other since I was like 13 years old, and she is crashing on my couch. The one, the only, the talented, the graceful Blair Carrizales.
Hi, guys!
Oh my gosh, I'm so good! So this week, at the top of the pyramid was Mackenzie.
Go Mackenzie!
So this week, Abby announced that they're going to Star Power.
It's 25th anniversary.
And she was talking about how it was like the biggest competition of
in
life
the United
of
States.
the galaxy.
You didn't get the quote 6 times in the episode. The biggest competition in the United States of America.
And it's in Woodbridge, Virginia, which they couldn't have picked a cooler city. Maddie is doing a dance to a song called Looking for a Place Called Home, and she is dressed as Dorothy, which basically, in my mind, she already won before I even saw the competition.
Right, minus though.
The red shoes, which I don't know what you were thinking about that, but let's just move on.
Let it go.
Let it be. Just let it be. Just let it be. Okay, so Abby was about to hand out the assignments for this week's competition, and then Brooke interjected and was like,
This weekend is my first formal, and I was wondering if I could go to that.
and I was like, Brooke, just leave. Just get out with your friend and his cargo shorts. You can snap out, Brooke. Brooke, wake up. Wake up.
Thank you.
Everyone's replaceable.
So then Abby pulls in Peyton, of all people. And then I couldn't be more unexcited already that Peyton's going to be in the episode. But then in one of the interviews, she was like,
I really have to do good this week because I'm really hoping to get a permanent spot.
and we're
In
like,
this team. Peyton, you're out.
you out. Couldn't be outer. You are
It
out.
wouldn't matter. You could do 800 fuetes and
You're still going to be out. For the
yes.
comments you made last season, we ain't forgot about that.
No. So the name of the episode is Maddie Has a Secret, and so does her mother, Melissa. And Melissa's face can't keep the secret. But the secret is that at this Star Power competition, it's so large that they have to have 2 venues to house all of the competition. But each venue is like separate. So behind all the other mothers' backs, she enters Maddie in both competitions.
What? What? Okay, but then they get to the competition. The competition's awesome. The group number goes, the Hunger Games number. They placed second, so that was pretty good.
Of course,
By 1/10 of a point,
Yeah,
they lost. And Abby acted like it was the end of the world, like Jesus had
Yep.
come back and struck
and told
down
them
on
all, no, you can't get into heaven.
it because you
You
got
get torn by 1/10.
And if you would have maybe pointed that toe, and if you would have,
it would have been one big
if you
knee.
maybe would have got that pirouette right,
If little Mackenzie could have stood up on.
then you could have made it to heaven. But since you didn't, you're
can't.
going to hell. Okay, Chloe did her number.
Her mother felt like it wasn't choreographed to the high standards of.
That it should have been at, which could be true, but whatever. But anyway, she got 3rd place, so.
She
And
looked pretty.
she did.
She looked pretty.
But Maddie looked pretty
Prettiest.
her. And she got 1st place at
Of
that
course.
competition, which meant that she was Miss Junior Star
Yeah.
Power. And then she
And got
went
a crown.
across the street and won 1st place over there, too.
Getting Miss Junior Star Power.
And so Abby was like,
She won first place at 2 competitions. Who does that?
and we were like,
Maddie.
Maddie. It was very, very dramatic. And in the end, we saw some glimpses of what happened next week, but we never got to see what happened.
When she comes back or how they face her. The moms were just left. They were all sitting in the room and she comes in and she's like,
So, Melissa, I'm gonna take Maddie next door and we're gonna do.
and then Melissa was like,
What? We didn't talk about this. Yeah, trying to
I
didn't know this was happening.
And all the other mothers were like,
I am thrown for a loop. I am just bamboozled and hoodwinked right now. I feel like you have taken advantage of me, so
here
I'm gonna
are
get my
the
bags
costumes.
that I
Here's
can.
the costume that I packed.
Here's my registration. Here's my valet. I already had it validated. Goodbye, ladies. It's like,
Melissa, Get it together.
You knew
You
we
knew
knew
what was
you
going
knew.
on. And guess what, Melissa? What goes around
Comes around.
Goes around, goes around, goes around, goes around, and come back around. What goes around, goes around, goes around, goes around, and come back around.
Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'm Todrick.
And I'm Blair.
And you're watching FYI. Peace. Oh, and one more thing. Make sure you subscribe to Dance On's channel.
Like and favorite this video.
And please.
Get